Back in the day, this was the best looking title screen there was. You can see they were foreshadowing later games with the Ocarina constellation up there in the top left. I hear next E3 they're going to announce The Legend of Zelda and the Big Dipper. Look forward to it. So we have Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, trademark. The reason I'm doing this game is because I probably mentioned it before, but back in the day, I had both Zeldas, but the first one wouldn't work. So for me, this was Zelda. And I feel like a lot of people kind of give it a bad rap because it was different. So here's the story. After Ganon was destroyed, Impa told Link a sleeping spell was cast on Princess Zelda. She will awake only with the power of number 3 Triforce sealed in the palace in Hyrule. To break the seal, crystals must be placed in statues in 6 well-guarded places. Link set out on his most adventuresome quest yet, the Ellipses, copyright 1987 Nintendo. That's mostly right? We are looking for the 3rd Triforce, which would eventually become the Triforce of Courage. But it's kind of misleading in that this isn't the Zelda from the first game. The idea being that that's the original Zelda, which was placed in a sleeping spell, so all future princesses would be named Zelda. So how does this game work? We see that it has the top-down sections, but it's different from original Zelda because you don't fight enemies here. I can get another one to spawn. Enemies will run, and when they touch you, you go into a battle screen. But since I was on the road, nothing really happened. If they attack me while I'm on something else, such as this grass right here, there will be actual enemies to fight. And we get experience points. We will need lots of experience points. We'll also need to not get hit by very easy enemies. You just need to go here and grab the P bag. I don't know why it shows this screen because you can only get one every single time. It's not like you're going to ignore it. Now, even though we still only have the 4 bars up there, we do have more life now. It just goes down slower. Oh god, moblins. And with it being a side scroller like this, you get these nice detailed sprites compared to the first game. Only problem is that spawning, constantly spawning enemies like this don't give experience points. But we can also go into towns and talk to people. Welcome to Rauru. Hello. Yeah, a lot of NPCs don't really have much to say. But eventually, whenever Ocarina of Time came out, they used a lot of town names too as the names of the sages. Return the crystal to the palace and Parappa. Or with timeline shenanigans, I guess these towns were named after the sages since these games take place way after the other ones. If all else fails, use fire. Learn it, live it, love it. Yeah, it's weird to think that this is one of the last games to happen in the timeline. Only the hammer can destroy a roadblock. Hello. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm capturing this at 30, so you might not be able to see all those sprite flickerings. Talk with my father before you leave town. So yes, there are NPCs that give you actual tangible rewards. In almost every single town, there is a wise man hidden somewhere in it, and we need to talk to him in order to get a spell. And Parappa Desert used this magic to survive. So we get our shield spell. It's a really useful one because it just reduces the amount of damage you take. So it's pretty much useful throughout the entire game. The only problem is that it's a little bit expensive. You can see it takes half our magic bar right now. Hello, child. Give me information. Get Kando and Parappa Palace. Go west. Alright, west we go. So it's really tempting to just ignore the roads and just cut straight through it, but it puts you at risk of being attacked. And sure, you need experience points, but you tend to get plenty from palaces and areas you have to traverse anyway. A good strategy is to purposely spawn enemies while you're next to a road, and then walk back on it and trigger a fight. So that way you can go pretty deep in there without getting into an actual fight. Town of Bruto. Please let me help you. Come inside. I can restore your life. Stop and rest here. It's very similar to Castlevania 2 with they clearly had a very limited amount of space in order to write out dialogue. And the problem with translating from Japanese is that they can use less characters to give more information. I am error. Everyone thinks this is an error message. It's not. It's supposed to say, I am error. His name is literally error. He's not saying that there is an error of him getting his name. Goria of Centauri stole our trophy. You're throwing a lot of words at me. Use keys in palaces they are found in. I don't know, part of me will always love the really stilted dialogue in old 8-bit games. So we went west and we didn't find any Parappa Palaces. If we went south, there would just be a rock in our way. So, let's trigger a fight, and then go into the desert. Just go straight into this cave. And it's dark in here. Look at all this death. We're not going to bother with that death. Oh yeah, the hardest one. Just gotta not panic. And I'll take stupid damage. If you get the easier monster, is just a bunch of fireballs. No warm things. Oh, jump. Nope. Oh yeah. Chase. Okay, now where is... There it is. That's what I'm looking for. That's the good cave. Okay, where is he? God, I know he's in here. There he is. You can just barely see his little feet go over the bottom of the rocks. But normally, how I was always saying, you would go through and go, okay, it's dark in here, I must need the candle, I'll have to come back later. But no, you're supposed to go through that dark cave first. There we have a little platforming section. Need to avoid the bubbles, not fall down to our deaths. We can pass through it and get to this weird clearing right here, which has, if I can remember the correct direction, a heart container. And a Mustachio the Boomerang Man, which we're going to ignore. But picking up those hearts is what gives us extra slots on our life. So we have two different ways of upgrading our max life points. Oop. You knew a bubble could be the difference between life and death. Sometimes I wish just 60 bubbles all came up at once. Here we go. Use all the fireballs. Or maybe they're just glowing rocks. Maybe it's pollen. Is there pollen in the desert? Sometimes these statues have genies hidden in them. Like Snickers, Hershey's. You know, little treats to get you through the day. These chews can jump really far when they feel like it. Oh yeah, the Stalfos. They're real easy, you just have to slide forward a little bit and then swing, because they never move their shields. You can never just pick anything up, you always have to stab it. I wouldn't mind these Jackal enemies so much if they gave experience points in some way. Oh, cool. Thank you, game. Alright. Oh, the Happy Fun Ball. Do not taunt the Happy Fun Ball. Real simple and gives a lot of experience points for this point as well. So get an increase of our magic. What you really want is the attack up. But beggars can't really be choosers. How about you? Victory is mine. Alright, what was I doing? Alright, grabbing this fairy. Can I even go this way yet? I think there's a locked door here. Or I might be thinking of a different temple. Damn it, I know there are goodies in the statue somewhere. And I will find them and I will take them. Whoa, 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 easy. Calm down. I mean, I could have always just taken the key and leave, but I mean, he attacked me first. Yes. One thing I will say is definitely a detriment to this game is that there's no maps for the palaces. I mean, the first Zelda had maps, and when you think about it, it's really the same kind of layout. It's just that there's gravity affecting you now. Okay, more hit points. We're gonna attack up next, that'll be nice. These are just the Hammer Brothers from the first Mario Bros. Like, all they need is a little platform they can jump up to. Alright, I didn't talk much about these dark nuts. They needed to do something to translate how difficult they were in the first game to a side-scroller, and boy did they. They done did it. Alright, we got our first boss, Horsehead. Gotta hit him in his big stupid horse head. Well, might as well use a shield magic. But get over here! It's not so much you have to aim for his head, you have to aim for his ears. Ugh. There we go. And he's dead. Oh, epilepsy. But it got already that a lot lately. We got our attack up, enemies will die faster. I'm really glad that we have the key for that. And this game is kind of backwards. You don't go into temples to take stuff from them, you take the 6 jewels we have down there and bring them to the end of the temples. Just shown in the forehead right there. And in addition to gaining the nice XP bonus from the boss, you also automatically gain a full level from beating the temple. So if you're just short a few experience points, it might be worth it to go back and kill a few enemies in order to top it off. Now, we actually missed the item in there, so we're going to go back in and get it real quick. Figure, why are you chewing plastic bottles back there? I'm trying to do a thing here. Oh! Happy fumble! Okay, those are bubbles. Those are called bubbles. They change how they look with almost every single game. The only consistent thing is that they're a skull. Like in Link to the Past, they were those skulls with the red things floating around them. In Ocarina of Time, they became skulls with blue fire around them. I forget how they looked in Wind Waker. What? I'm sure they were. But how about you? This will take no time since I have the attack out. Yeah, see, no problem. Ah, another one. A very fast one. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Victory is mine. Victory is mine because you're not here to say otherwise. Damn it. Okay, now past the Bridge of Doom. Ha. Come here. Come here. No. Stop that. Stop that. Sometimes enemies will drop the tea bags. There we go. There's our candle. Well, then we should be more or less good to go. Gotta get past. Oh no, it's coming for me. It's coming for me. It's coming for me. It came for me. thus with barely any health or magic, we managed to survive the first temple. Oh god, happy fun time ball! And now the palace turns to ruins. So now we can just leave and move on to the next palace.